At the Humpback Rocks Visitor Center, which is the northernmost entrance to the Blue Ridge Mountain Parkway, you'll find the Mountain Farm, and here you can compare life today with life in the 1890s. On the day we were there, we were fortunate to meet Ranger Nate.
So right now you're at the Humpback Rocks Mountain Farm. This cabin behind me, this is Ramsey Cabin. So the structures that you see throughout the farm are all original to the parkway, but they're not all original to this particular area. So all these structures were brought here from other places on the parkway and situated here as a way to demonstrate what a working farm may have been like. And so all these structures were placed here in around the 1950s, but the cabin here dates back to about 1890. And so we, as rangers, are interpreting this whole site as a mountain farm from about the mid-1800s.
So how long have you been a ranger?
I've been a ranger for about 10 years. Here at this site, only about 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been around. I've worked at a variety of different places, from Grand Canyon National Park to Zion National Park, Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Ohio, and I'm here. So I've worked in a variety of different places around the country.
And what drew you to this for a career? I mean, what made you say, hey, I want to be a park ranger?
So my parents took me around the United States to all sorts of different parks and monuments, and that's kind of what made me want to be a park ranger, is seeing other park rangers in action.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm here, is because I saw those people in action and thought, well, that sounds like a cool thing to do, and that's what I went to school for.
All right.
I got my degree in environment and natural resources.
And how's it decided when you go to these various sites like Grand Canyon, and now you're in the Blue Ridge? I could take a guess that the system posts availabilities and you apply for them, but what's the real way it happens?
So it pretty much is it. They put out announcements, and then we can look through and see which ones we would like to apply to. And if we're deemed qualified by the powers that be, then we are selected for that as an interview. And then if we're kind of meeting together in an agreement of, well, they want to have me and I want to be a part of their team, well, then there you go.
Well, that's great. Let's go to the garden.
All right. So this is our garden that that our volunteers have started for us, and this is something that is done every single summer. They plant this so we have an idea of what used to grow here at one point. So you can come on inside and check
Look
out.
at the critters getting nectar? Is that what they're after here?
Yeah, they're after the nectar inside.
I don't want that boy stinging me.
So we got a variety of crops here. We got the pole beans on this side, tobacco over here.
Oh, that's good. Never been this close to a tobacco leaf.
We got sorghum and corn. And right here we got the Three Sisters. And so what the Three Sisters is, it's something that the Native Americans kind of utilize themselves, and the Europeans here especially began to use that same technique. And so it's growing pole beans and corn and squash all together, because it's a great way for them to kind of making sure they get all the nutrients that they need all at once. Protein, vegetables, get all kinds of different nutrients that they need to plenish their bodies. On the opposite side, we got all kinds of other things like squash, winter squash, some more corn, okra.
So how seasonal is visitors to the park?
Most of our visitation is in the winter, in the summertime. But generally, the highlight of the Blue Ridge Parkway is in the fall. So we're starting to turn into that corner here. It's just about September. And hopefully, probably in the next couple of weeks, we'll start to get a lot more people coming out here to see all the display of the fall colors. That right now it's all still green, but you can see a little bit of change on black walnut trees there. You'll start to see some of that color change throughout the parkway. But that's sort of the highlight here of the parkway, is all the fall colors.
So I thought we'd walk the rest of the village. Beautiful, redone. I took some still photos as I walked through the farm. I'll let you listen to some Appalachian folk music as the montage plays. I hope you've enjoyed Nate's tour. We spent a week driving the entire 400-mile stretch of the parkway, hiked a lot of trails, saw glorious scenery, and met some real interesting people.